Steve Long, and I attended the DCTC Beer Technology program. I enrolled in the brewing program really for two reasons. One was to catch up on all the newest technology in brewing, because I knew I wanted to open my own brewery, and I had been brewing for about 30 years but didn't know how to do big scale brewing, so that's why I went. The second one was to find a brewer. I thought there'd be no better place to find a brewer than a brewing program, so that was a year of watching everybody in the class and picking out which one I thought would be the best brewer. That turned out to be Brandon Peterson. Early on, he impressed me as probably the smartest guy in the class. He asked the most insightful questions. Brewing with him a few times there, I noticed that he's a hard worker, so put all those things together, and I offered him the job. He was the first guy I wanted to offer the job to, and he took it.
Hi, my name is Brandon Peterson. At DCTC during our program, I had met Steve and talked to him about his whole process of starting a brewery, and during that time I didn't realize I was doing a 6-month job interview. He approached me in January and said, when we get done with the program, you have a job with me, because we're going to be starting up this summer and into the fall. And that's how I got involved here, and now I'm a brewer and cellarman at this brewery.
As far as opening my own brewery, that idea, believe it or not, actually came from my wife. After I retired from 3M and also some other business ventures that I was in, I was talking to her one day on a walk and said, okay, what am I going to do now? And she's the one who came up with it. She said, well, you like brewing beer. You've been brewing beer forever. Why don't you open a brewery? So my wife and I were looking at places to build the brewery. We actually went about it strategically, and we took out a map electronically and put dots where all the breweries in the Twin Cities are and looked for open spaces. And just so happens, one of the biggest open spaces where there were no breweries was in Woodbury, where we already lived. There's literally not a brewery within 10 miles. And then it came the part where I had to decide what kind of brewery do I want to open. So I took the tack of, I want to open a brewery I'd want to go to. So that means it's open, airy, family friendly, plenty of types of beer, you know, not just stuck on one type, not just Belgians, not just Germans, but everything, just to open up all the beer types. And that's how I came up with the business model for the Third Act Brewery. Is family friendly, always different beers on tap. We've got over 60 recipes we run through the taps at various times. And just a fun atmosphere that people can feel relaxed, can chill out, play games, stay as long as they want. The best thing about doing this whole venture is how often can you say you took a hobby and turned it into something that makes money for you. Usually hobbies cost you money. So brewing was one of my hobbies, and now I've got a brewing business, and it's been fun ever since. I won't say there haven't been some trying times and some times where I'm wondering what am I doing, but on the whole, it was a pretty good move.